You're listening to Way Off Central.
Episode 19.
Episode 19.
Sorry we missed last week, guys.
Yeah, it was it was actually nice to see all the people messaging us saying, "Hey, where's this week's episode?"
I got one.
I got 0.
No, and
Yeah, I got a
by,
score.
when I say I got one, I mean we got one from the Typecast guy. Hey,
Yeah.
you guys alive?
You guys remember you signed that contract, right?
Yes, I know.
I
But
can't
then
believe we went to Officeworks and full scan them.
I feel like I should have just gone on Paint and just
Yeah, 100%.
done a little signature.
Screenshot on your phone or something. Just
That's how I've signed all online documents.
So before we get started, I heard on the radio the other day that it's looking like for the first time since 1989, the world will sell more vinyl records than CDs.
I'd honestly believe it.
I believe
That's
it,
pretty cool.
100%, but fuck, that's cool.
yeah.
It's a cool thing to think.
Imagine if they start doing VHS. Is that what the? Yeah.
Nah, probably. I don't reckon they
They
would
should.
though.
They fucking should.
Nah, because a vinyl record looks cool on your wall, and there's no superior part of having a VHS.
Fine, a wheel of fucking film then, to hang up on your wall from the things.
Those things would be cool.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
can see that.
I'd
happening.
fucking
I
hang
can
that
see
up on
that
my
happening.
wall.
Or those things that you get developed, how when you used to take photos and
Yeah,
it was just,
a film.
yeah, film. That'd be sick. All right. Fuck. Sorry.
That's patented, by the way. We're going to start our own film company.
First topic.
Can we make them nitrate films? They're just really flammable.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We can just light a fire if you want.
Yeah,
Please.
look, that works too.
Fuck. What's one more part of the country on fire at this point?
Well, if we burn the house down, then this house will no longer use any water, therefore saving water for the rest of us.
Shit, true.
You're so right.
And that
Arson is
technically
the
means I
answer.
can start using more water at my house. I could have a full.
We can all start using more water at our houses. Heaps more. All right. Josh, Joel, someone take us away.
I don't know the first topic, so.
Alrighty, guys. So, as per the past few weeks now, we've still got a few questions to answer from Casey Olsen. So, thanks again, Casey.
I know what you're thinking. Fucking hell. This girl must be a stalker. How many questions did she give the boys? And
The
there was
answers are
few-
fuck ton.
Yeah, quite a list.
Yeah.
But it's been the best content we've put out.
Yeah.
Definitely the most educational.
I'd
Yeah.
like to say we've learned a few things.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Definitely.
Anyways, first
So,
topic.
without further
Definitely.
ado, social media, is it a form of effective communication, or is it, just sort of stalking? What do we think?
Who wants to go?
Well, it's a good form of communication.
Yeah.
I was actually talking to Adam the other day. I was doing a little stalk while we were at the gym.
Yeah.
So I guess it's good for both reasons.
Oh, it's definitely good for both.
Emma.
Ah, come on.
Come on, it's all right. I'll edit it out. Ding. It could be any Emma. Hundreds of them out there. Fuck you guys. Here's the thing about social media being effective communication is, what are we effectively communicating?
Dick pics. You seen that Kinney video that he's done? And he in the town without internet. Oh, I was gonna paint you a picture of me taking a shit. Would have received it in 3 to 4 business days.
Oh, gold. Okay. But what I mean is, are we communicating, let's say, advertising? Are we communicating political ideas? Are we communicating with each other? Is it so there's this idea in social media about what's called a filter bubble. And basically what it means is you only see the shit that you like / aligns with you. So we all know we like stuff, we subscribe to stuff. The internet takes that information and go, you probably just like this. It's kind of that Cambridge Analytica stuff. There's a documentary on Netflix called The Great Hack. Anyone who's interested, I recommend you go and watch it. It's pretty cool. But the idea being, if you're a left-wing person and like left-wing political pages, you're probably not going to see a thing about Trump saying, let's make abortion illegal. Like, you're not going to see that because that doesn't align with you. That's not going to strengthen your views or whatever. So, I don't know if it's effective communication and showing, you know, an unbiased sort of view of both sides. I don't know. I think we only recently sort of passed laws, or maybe looked to starting to pass laws in Australia about, because you know how before the election there's like a couple days of like media blackout, like you're not allowed to advertise within a couple days of the election, but people were continuing to advertise online. So yeah, it depends on how you want to look at communication. If it's with each other, then yeah. It's also not effective, I think, in the form of like, you have people on Instagram showing, look how cool my life is, when it's not.
Well, yeah, see, that sort of comes down to how you use it. So if you're someone like me, then I don't really like or subscribe to anything really. You know, I don't leave many
At
comments.
Boutin Studio.
Hey. That's some quality content, right? I support
Do you hear
the
that?
performing arts.
You lot, I'm going to @ clip this so you know that your page is just followed by perverts.
Hey, just respectable gentlemen enjoying the finer things in life, all right? The fine arts, the performing arts, all right?
Boutin Studio swimwear, Joel.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said in the first place. I was lost, but you don't follow them, do
He
you?
does, and you should see it every now and then. He'll flip you and go, look at this one piece. What's your favourite swimwear at the moment?
No, I'm not.
Because you fucking know. Because you would name the time and he'll go, oh, the such and such one piece. It's really doing it for you.
Oh,
No,
no,
the chick
no.
whose
It's a
ass
one
was
piece
wearing
from Marco
it.
DeFranco's navy blue.
Oh.
All right, guys, let's just bring it back down a notch.
Can
right?
you open that window? It's
Yeah,
sweating.
it's warm. It's well warm.
Stifling. Ooh, I haven't sweat this much since fucking...
Numb.
Yeah. Jesus, fucking roller coaster.
Okay.
But yeah, no. So it depends on how you use it. So if you're someone like me who doesn't really like and subscribe or leave comments to any sort of particular thing, then you're going to see a lot more than if you are, you know, specifically liking these, whether it be left-wing things or
I think you would be
things.
surprised at how much, like, so they showed this Cambridge Analytica thing and they went, what info can you pull up about me? And I reckon you'd be shocked at, like, the profile that they've got, someone who knows what they're doing is able to get on any of us.
See, the article that I just read from Vox.com,
reputable.
they were saying something about shadow profiles and how Facebook, even if you don't have an account, makes a profile based on you. Because let's say I create a Facebook account and, as most people do, they sync their contacts to find friends. If Josh is not signed up with Facebook, obviously I can't find him on Facebook, but Facebook still has the rights to that information and takes it. And if I've got very detailed contact about Harper, they make a profile based on what he would be.
Yeah,
To be fair, Facebook was recently fined like $5 billion for misusing information. I don't know if this falls into that realm, but they fucking love it.
And they say it's to gather info, like for ads and stuff. Or
Yeah, like targeted advertising.
Look, maybe we'll get a bit more. Well, I was about to talk about targeted advertising, as a matter of fact, but we won't talk about too much about having our info, because I think that's one of our other topics.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
But in terms of marketing, for sure. And I don't actually mind. Hey, I don't mind like the targeted marketing thing. I'm like, yeah, cool. Well, I like this shit, so I want to see that and similar type stuff.
I love seeing 100 pills on Wish for $3.
Oh, fuck. Mate.
I love Wish.
Bargain.
But then at the same time, so again, listening to a podcast and Neil deGrasse Tyson was on it, and he was saying how he doesn't like how the fact that it denies him of the opportunity to stumble across stuff, which I don't know if I 100% agree with, but he just means like he views the internet like, let's say he's walking through the shops. and he might never have thought to buy something, but found out he liked fishing, for example, but he never really thought about it. But then he's saying, "Oh, that looks cool."
It's like going into a store and having the same person bring out a box and say, "You like it?" And you go, "No," and he brings out another box.
Yeah.
You don't get to see with your own eyes. You understand?
But again, like, it does come down to how you use the system. You know, if you specifically look up, you know, one sort of topic on Facebook all the time, then obviously they're going to be targeting, you know, they're going to build their profile of you around that. Whereas if you keep it, you know, at least reasonably open, like,
I
you know,
don't-
just
I don't know that you have a choice in terms of even voice now. Like, I don't care. I like the listening thing, but they build a profile on you on that, and they'll target advertising. Like, it's naive to think that you've got much control in the matter. I think at this point, like, we're so consumed by the fact that, like, oh, you have these apps running in the background. And they go, oh, sweet, let's use a bit of that. On the positive side, if you guys don't have any more points on that particularly, helps, like, everyone connect. Stay in touch with family or friends, see what people are up to nowadays. Families
Also
connect.
helps them disconnect though.
Yeah.
When's the last time somebody asked to hang out with you or something? You're like, nah, I've messaged him a few times. I don't need to. Or thought, fuck, I haven't seen this person in a while. Let's organise a date to meet up. It's instead of just fucking shooting them a message and saying, hey, how are you?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't actually think about that. That's very true.
I can see what you guys are up to all the time, like through Snapchat or anytime you say something to the group chat. So why would I feel obliged to pop by and catch up with you and see how you are?
I thought we were mates, so we just catch up, Joel, and do stuff.
That's not what this is, mate.
Yeah, right.
we're actually just keeping an eye on our mental state. Any time that we, like, really dip below the line, you're like, all right, better go hang out and see what's going on.
I'm a dolphin, really.
The thing I agree with Josh about the way you use the system is how effectively you can use it in the terms of, we live in an age where it pretty much doesn't matter how well you're going in terms of resources or this or that. You can become, like, fucking famous. You can have a little bit of money in your pocket because you made X amount of money on Instagram or run, like, an online business through social media. Like, you from nothing, it's easier than ever, it would seem, to become something. He says, as his and his mate's podcast isn't doing that well. Really, Joel? Opting for holding the mic instead of leaving it in the stand. I got fucking ridiculed for that last week.
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Yeah, it feels right.
Apart from all the snap, crackle, and popping from taking it off the stand. Just quickly on that, I was scrolling through TikTok the other day. Yes.
Nah, I do it all the
God,
time.
fuck, it sounds bad saying it out loud.
Yeah, I hate it, but
Might cut that out, yeah?
nah, to be fair,
And
it's fucking
dude,
awesome.
a
Huh?
homeless dude made a TikTok. Had like 500,000 likes. I was
Jeez.
TikTok's just like city, hey?
like, yeah.
Like,
Wonder if it gets you anywhere.
well, what I want to know is, why aren't we on it yet?
I've never been on TikTok. I don't have it.
Don't sleep on TikTok, mate. It's gonna be the next big thing.
I actually feel like people are really generous with it.
Yeah, like, I'll
Unless they comment FYP under it. Fuck
For-
your page.
Oh,
For your page.
for your
but-
page. I don't know. I just feel like it's so, likes are cheaper on TikTok. It feels like.
You're about the cheap thrills, aren't you?
Likes are cheap
Fuck yeah.
regardless.
Nah,
Like a like.
mate.
I mean, maybe to you guys a like is a big deal, but a like's never been.
A like's not a
something
big
of
deal, but
substantial to me.
no, but it's cheaper. It's cheaper on TikTok because it's easier to make cooler content because everything's a video that's meant to be fun or have a cool musical background or be sort of trendy. So it's like everything you go, oh, sweet, double tap, double tap, double tap. Whereas
so
on
no one's
Instagram,
looking at
if
it
I see a nothing picture, like I'm talking nothing, I'll just keep scrolling. Most of the time, I just keep scrolling. I don't know you that well. I'm not that close friends with you or whatever. Usually keep scrolling.
See, I'm bad for that. I just double tap on everything.
I started double tapping a lot more in the last few days. Just going, nice to make some friends. Joel's been a bit of a dick lately.
The only reason I double tap on everything that I see is because it gives me just enough time to look at the picture and quickly like gaze
Okay,
through
yeah, I getcha.
the caption, and then sometimes I'll double tap and go double tap the next picture and scroll back up to look at the picture again or read the caption.
So you just sort of fall into a rhythm of
Yeah.
I do understand that.
All right, do we want to get into the next topic?
Yeah.
Why not?
What was it?
Has the work-life balance concept changed with the development of the internet?
I think absolutely.
Oh, without a doubt.
I wasn't alive back when the internet wasn't a thing, but I imagine things have changed, yes.
Well, even just look at how much you use the internet now to how much you used it, when you're in primary school, or how much your parents use it now to when.
People use email way more now that you don't have to dial up to have your internet. I think particularly, from a trade perspective, right? Less so, but probably still heaps, especially if you're like a business owner, because you can still send emails at 2 a.m. You can still be up like at whatever time or having dinner with your family and then remember, oh fuck, I gotta order some materials, and then hop onto your phone or hop onto your laptop and do that. It blurs that line, and it sort of gets blurred even further, I think, with a lot of people with office jobs being able to work from home, and you've got things like BYOD, so bring your own device, so people are able to just like use their own device and log in through a portal and then VPN into their network, and bam, you're working from home. And some people believe that it blurs that work-life balance, but
Too many distractions. I like having two separate places. I like going to work and feel like I'm getting work done, and then going home feeling like I can relax.
yeah, that's it. But maybe that's just something, I think in life, like the higher up you go in whatever sort of business you are, you have to just invest more time in it, and a part of that's just harder work and doing more work at home. So if anything, you could look at it as being beneficial, because instead of having that, looking at it as, oh, they're blurring the work-life balance, looking at it as, actually, people can succeed, but also be able to, like, have their families next to them. So if you look at it in that regard, like, it's not all bad. Fuck.
It's also better in the sense, you know how it's supposed to be 8 hours work, 8 hours for you, 8 hours for sleep in a day?
Yeah.
Like, how much time do you lose, like, going back and forth from place to place? Like, you'll spend 8 hours at work, but it'll take, like, an hour and a half
Hour
for
of
you to...
commuting, or...
Yeah, exactly.
Which you can, again, make your own time, whether you like music or radio or podcasts or whatever. Use Web Central. Do you want us to throw songs in, guys? Fucking comment. We'll throw a song in.
Fucking right.
I think when you're talking about a work-life balance, it's in this day and age, it's really hard to divide the two, and especially when you're talking like small businesses where, you do sort of live your life for work. Like particularly people who are running small businesses and that sort of thing. Working is also something for them. So it actually allows work to be, something not just for the, the corporate hierarchy or something like that. But I think the development of the internet has allowed people to branch out on their own quite a bit more. It's made things so much more accessible.
Easier to work to live, not live to work.
Yeah.
I think also there's a little element, it's smaller, but still a little element where, you know how like you can dip into that your own time during work, you check your phone, have a little break, whatever, and scroll through Instagram, or spend another X amount of minutes on the toilet because you're like fucking just flicking through Instagram, like that sort of shit. It's kind of goes both ways. I don't really have much else to say on that. Hey, I don't think it's all a bad thing. I think it's just another thing that the internet helps enable us to do.
Yeah.
It's
it's
really
got
just,
pros
it's a
and
tool to
cons.
help, and either like it or get left behind, really.
Well, yeah, not even necessarily like it, but learn to use it to your advantage, or like it does sort of swallow people.
All right, next topic was how problematic is Facebook and Google having our info?
I gotta say, it's not really.
Might sound naive, but I kind of don't care anymore. Like, they've got it. I really only have, like, just bank details that I want to keep private, but...
And from what we already know collectively and, like, what you can search up, like, fuck, what really do you have that they don't have somewhere?
Yeah, there is a lot.
Somebody really wants to find out something about you, they're going to find it.
Yeah.
The only thing that I think concerns me more is opposed to Facebook and Google having it, who have sort of much higher security measures. It's someone like a smaller organization that's really easy for someone to just target and exfiltrate their data.
That's exactly right. It's not the big companies or even the small companies that you have to watch out for, because they're all legislated. They're all, under scrutiny. It's like the individuals and, the people, like the renegades out there who, do want to cause trouble or, are just in it for themselves. They're the ones that are scary.
The only thing that is sort of bad, and it kind of goes back to that sort of effective communication thing, but how that whole US election being rigged type thing, and Facebook and Google using our info to, well, not our info, but info on the states to go, well, Cambridge Analytica using it to go, okay, this person believes in, let's say, gun control. So they'll show a Republican ad for gun control, and then this person doesn't believe in gun control. Yeah. So they'll show another Republican ad that goes, no gun control. That sort of thing. But really,
I think that just
who
comes
cares
down to
anymore?
whether
Like,
you're
it's
an
just
educated
helping.
person or not.
Yeah, but it's hard, right? Because you can be educated enough, but you're being exposed to the same thing. Like, your biases you just can't control to some extent.
Yeah, and obviously, it will have more of an effect on people who aren't paying attention to it. That's the kicker, I think. The fact that this is all becoming so common and so, regular, commonplace, everybody sees it every day, people forget how much that they're being affected.
Mm.
I think that's the only problematic, or that's the main problematic thing. People need to realise that they are being exposed to this stuff. They need to be educated on the fact, and they need to work out, or they need to learn at least how they can critically analyse what's happening to them.
Yeah.
Does that make me
Yep.
somewhat smarter because all I do on Facebook is go through and read shit posts?
I wouldn't necessarily say it makes you smarter, but it makes you less liable to being influenced by external parties. Unless, of course, Labor or Liberal have control of their shit posting pages and you're done for.
Yeah, I certainly don't know if it makes you smarter, but
More.
it probably just means that you're not trying to learn in your downtime.
See, this is sort of what I was saying before. Because Joel's not looking, at any political parties or anything like that, he is just looking at these shit posts. He's going to be a lot less affected by these negative, ideas that we're talking about.
So really, I'm happier, and I'm also more of an individual because I don't have those external forces just fucking hammering me day in, day out.
Not necessarily less of an
No,
individual.
anyway, you
I
want,
am
mate. Okay.
a fucking individual.
You are quite an individual, but
Are people still going to be interested in trade? I'm moving on from our last topic.
yes,
Yes.
without a doubt.
Because tradies get the ladies. That's purely it. If girls did not find people in high-vis attractive and with dirt under their fucking fingernails.
They love a working man.
Yeah, exactly. They love
Mate,
it.
VB and mullets are not a dying trend. They're just commonplace.
I'm going to say in short term, absolutely. And I think for the long term too, there's always going to be people that don't want to go to uni, want to go straight into work. And trade's just such a good option for that. And I also think just as part of human nature, we really enjoy building stuff.
Yeah, without a doubt.
The only thing that I think that this could potentially go with is in terms of, like, I seen a house built online using a 3D printer.
I saw that also.
So who knows eventually where the trades... I don't think they'll ever be gone, but I think they could die down to a point where machines start building things, but they can't build everything. There will forever be faults, mishaps, things that need to be done by humans, things that need human intervention. And at that point where you need a person to fix something, there'll be less tradies, and only the really highly skilled might remain. But because there's less of them, I feel like they'll be valued even more. Like, I feel like those that remain that just work on the job sites and work and fix up machine fuck-ups or fix up things that an architect wasn't able to see because they've never spent a day on the job site. That's where, who knows where that could go. They might end up making a fuck ton more money, who knows.
Imagine a world where a tradie goes to get a coffee and the public servants walk in and go, oh, fuck, there's a tradie. Instead of going, oh, yuck, cunt. Here's a dirty dude in high-vis.
I don't think that happens, hey?
No, it has to happen. I've seen people get scowled at all the time.
Here's the weird thing, right? I used to be like in my high-vis and I'd walk and see people in suits, and I definitely got scouted out more by like lawyers and shit and less by public servants. But now I'm like, I see tradies and I'm like, are you guys scowling at me? Like, I feel like it sort of goes both ways a little bit.
Tradies are definitely worse for it and probably blow everything out of proportion. In a way, in a sense, I think it could be jealousy. Where they're like cooking their bodies while these guys are in a fucking plush air-conditioned environment.
Dude, it got to like 19 degrees the other day, so you got no idea. Fuck, I'm just bumping everything.
Really
Shit
are.
spot for it, I'm sorry. You put it there, but
I actually didn't Harper set up.
no, I don't care.
But look, I don't think people get sick of trades. I think it'll forever be a thing.
Yeah, even if the traditional trades, whether it be, you know, being an electrician or a plumber or a chippy, even if they particularly die, like, even if they are
I see
starting to be done
carpentry,
by
I see
machines.
bricklaying and things more likely to die down.
Yeah.
And even glaziers, oh, nah, who knows? But more than that more like fine motor, intricate work that you need when you're doing electrical or plumbing, that I don't see dying down as much as like carpentry or bricklaying.
Even then, that will die down once the machines and the technology develops.
Rise up, you mean? Skynet.
Well,
I can't
But
believe
the
they're
fact
still
is-
busting out Terminator.
yeah, I can't believe that either. When I see that, I was like,
Who are you?
He's
I'm
not-
Sarah Connor. Oh my god. Still.
fuck. Right over in your grade, love. Holy fuck.
yeah, the fact is that the trades will just develop into something different. It will be drone repair and, you know, maintenance or drone programming. You know, it's not gonna be, you know, walk in with a bag of nails and a hammer.
This
It
will be
will
way
change.
after our time as well.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Well beyond us.
I can't even go to a job site without, you know, and know all the information that I need to yet. So we're well far away from this.
Or does that say something about you?
No, it just means that the builder's not ready for me to be there and can't tell me what I need to do to finish the job.
You should already know.
You tell me you haven't been put in that situation.
What I'm going to say is, guys, we've flown through these 4 topics.
We have.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know if I've spoken about this on a past podcast, but heard on a radio station, I think it was Triple J, Tanga, which is a Japanese clothing brand, does International Hand Job Day, and I just wanted to hear your thoughts.
What do you mean? Do they fly out employees all across the globe to give out handies? Or
No, I think it's more just like
just celebrate it?
to celebrate it.
Definitely.
Fucking unreal.
I mean,
When,
what a thing
today?
to celebrate.
Nah, I don't know what the day is, but
Damn.
I think it's in August.
Fuck,
What?
I
But
missed it.
also, actually, I knew I was heading somewhere with this. If you had to make up a holiday, or like a day for everyone to celebrate, maybe it's not a public holiday, but people go, "Hey guys, like, happy International this day."
I'd go a sauce of sort.
Like happy International Peri Peri
Yeah.
Day, or
Happy International Pepper Gravy or fucking Caesar dressing.
Ooh,
fuck yeah, I like that.
International Gravy Day.
Oh, stop it. Imagine Macca's
What's the
bring
date
out
today?
nuggets.
15th of October, International gravy day.
Yeah. Macca's
Start.
bring out like 6-pack of nuggets filled with gravy.
Oh.
Oh,
It's like a Kiev but gravy inside. Actually, are we on here?
We are definitely on to something. here.
that's filthy. I'm so excited.
And if
Those
you get,
loaded
like,
chips from Macca's were alright for a while. I don't
never
hate
bothered.
it.
Oh, hey,
Harper?
you
Holiday?
guys,
Oh, no, don't worry.
hang on. You guys, when you were on with Triple G, you guys looked up poutine.
Yeah.
Now, my understanding is poutine is just like loaded fries, right?
Yeah.
Like sweet chili.
Yeah, but
They
what
put
fucked
something
us
really
is
gross on it.
no.
What
What
was it?
fucked us was instead of just cheese, they used cheese curds, and they look gross. They look rank, dude.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you that.
So when they make cheese, some of it curdles.
Yeah.
That's what they put on the chips.
Like I get chips, cheese, and gravy, mate. Fucking been
But
there.
like chili
Had a
cheese
big-
fries.
Yeah,
like-
no, I get loaded chips or loaded fries, but it's the cheese curds that makes poutine so fucking gross.
No,
And the whole
I
point of a
can't.
load of chips is like the cheese melted over it. Imagine just a ball of curdled cheese.
Yeah.
Look like little brains.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you can have it in different ways, but yeah. Oh,
No, they're backwards.
I just wanted to address
They're fucking backwards.
the comments that were.
I actually, now that I think about it, when I was like when we were doing the podcast with them, I just pictured them talking like how they depict
Doing South Park?
Yeah, Canadians on South Park. I'm like, fucking hell.
We need to fucking get a podcast going with some American.
I don't reckon they could handle.
Us.
Well, just our level of. Here's the thing. I don't know how we'd go handling them, and however like over the top they might be. Like, do you listen to a Two Drunk Mubs podcast or a couple of them?
Yeah, I listened to like 30 minutes of one.
It's like not bad, but over the top, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, and we're like
But they're
laid
women
back.
too. No.
In what way was it over the
Fucking
top?
hell, Joel. This is exactly the sort of shit where we can't get promoted by other people because we can't. Like, they can't be seen to endorse this. But also, I don't know if they'd handle our level of like banter well. Maybe they would. Maybe they take it to heart. And also, like the amount of mass shooting jokes that would come out of it,
it'd be
just
filthy.
be relentless.
Imagine getting pulled over by the cops and having to put your like
Anyone on
hands up or something. Like just
fuck, like you can't reach down for your wallet to show them your license because
imagine having to ask them, my wallet's just in my glove box, is that alright?
imagine having a fucking system where rego isn't just done by a number plate and you have to pull out your registration and insurance
what
in
Yeah,
the
that would be
fucking
rubbish.
21st
Dumb
century.
cunts. What filthy dogs.
So look, I don't. Nick from the Titancast reckons he listens to ours, so I'm going to say this. Nick, here in Australia, mate, we just have like number plate recognition cameras on the side of cop vehicles, or they can just punch it into a database, and it will say registered or not registered. We don't need to hand out license and registration. It's more just like license.
They punch in the 6 numbers on your plate, they'll find out your name, or they'll find out the
owner of
car's
the
name,
car, whether it's registered or not, the insurance and all that
driving history.
jazz.
Fuck, cops are pretty cool. Alright, special guest on today. We're joined by Chris Hemsworth.
Fuck, I can't believe you've done this, Josh, and I can't believe I didn't realise that you looked like this.
Sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Don't be sorry, mate.
You look good.
Thanks.
I've seen your house in Byron Bay, Chris.
What did you reckon?
It's pretty shit.
Oh.
Thought it'd be a bit bigger. Seems
Oh,
you're a fucking famous movie star and your wife is too.
yeah, well,
And all I ever seem to see on Instagram are your fucking fitness app ads.
Yeah, me too. Oh, how was volunteering in the canteen at your kid's school that one time that blew up social media? Chris Hemsworth volunteers in his kid's canteen. He's like, yeah, just local parent. Like,
it was good. It was quite a success. Just sold a lot of healthy snacks because
you're a
unhealthy
healthy
foods
snack,
not
Chris.
allowed
Fucking
in
hell, yeah.
canteens.
Look at you. She gobble you up. Look at them veins.
Okay, Josh, if you were to come up with a holiday,
Oh, this is a toughie. A holiday. Is there? I mean, there's already sort of Oktoberfest, so I can't have a beer drinking holiday. But
holiday for functional alcoholics, you mean, Josh?
Hey, come on, they've already got Alcohol Awareness Day, I
Do they?
think.
Jim Jeffries on one of his comedy specials was like, April 18th, anal sex day. All the women got to take it in the ass and make up T-shirts saying April 18th. And, you know, you see a mate wearing an April 18th T-shirt, and you see him in a bar or something, you give him the head nod, go, mate. Even better, you see a girl wearing an April 18th. What a dude. I'm so glad, like, someone has taken what is just Aussie humour and taken it that far and become, like, pretty well off
Yeah.
it. Like, Carl Barron did all right with it,
No, he's
but
different league. He does something different.
he doesn't, like,
He doesn't do
swear
crude
as
humour.
much.
Yeah.
He's actually... I kind of want to say he's, like, a higher class of
Yeah,
comedy.
there's a bit more of art to it.
Yeah. I've seen
Anybody
him
can
live
say the
once.
word cunt and make it kind of funny. Like, when was the last time you guys watched a video or something and someone who's not Australian said the word cunt and you're like, huh?
Yeah, never.
Oh, all right. Well, I've seen it a few times. I laughed.
Did you?
Swearing is funny.
I
Yeah,
mean, it
but I
is.
just feel like if you need that as the source of your humour, like if going, oh, fuck, and then people laugh at that, that's shit. That's not comedy. But if you use it to emphasise your point, that's funny.
All right, so Aiden here is being a bit critical on a type of humour, but
No, I'm
this
not.
is the no, you are. And this is the same cunt who we drive back from the snow with, and looks out his window
Oh,
and
you
sees
love
a
this
few
joke,
rocks
right?
on the side of the road and goes, "Fuck, look at that! They got a rock farm."
And Joel has been laughing and going, like, this is my claim to fame. You love that joke, mate.
Fucking hilarious.
That was a good. That's good. That's quality.
The fact I got a giggle out of it, unreal.
I'm bad for jokes that just sort of like. I wouldn't say they go over people's head, but they're just a little further, like of an extension of the mind. Like you've just got
I know.
you've
what
just
you
got to think
mean.
about it a little bit further, and most people are just like, "What?"
Because how often are we in a group and one of us will tell a joke and no one will get a reaction, and then I'll look at Josh or Josh will look at me, yeah, all right, you got it, that was funny.
Yeah, I reckon I love doing that, and part of what I love about it is when so many people don't get it.
Yeah. It's, well, I don't know, I think you like that so it makes you feel superior.
No, I just
you
think
guys
it's
didn't
funny.
get it. Ah, you got it.
There's a post by Kenneth B. Bosch, the other day.
Oh, yeah. Ken.
And he was saying a guy out front of a coffee shop was crying, and he walked up to him. He's like, "Why are you so upset?" And he said, "Well, I've just lost $100," and he thought to himself, "Fuck, this $100 probably meant a lot to him." So he gave him $5 out of his pocket to like make up for him losing $100. And he said, "Yeah, it was pretty good, but." Felt pretty good giving him $5 of $100 I just found on the ground.
Yeah.
Everything seems to work
I've seen
out.
it very similar.
Yeah, I've seen it.
All right. Guys, that's been episode 19.
Thanks for having us. Sorry for going away for so long. We're back. We're fucking back.
We're
Right?
fucking back and better than ever, mate. You should see some of the content we are pissing out our assholes. It's like turning on a tap.
Think
That's-
Niagara Falls, and that's what's going on.
But it means nothing because here in Australia we've got no fucking water.
All right. Thanks, guys. That was episode 19. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
WAF Central.
That was a Titancast episode.